Out of here.
By the way, I do want to say this. In such times as these, we look to Chinese philosopher Confucius, who said, what the superior man seeks in himself, the small man seeks in others. And with those words, I will take most of the money and Steve will run the show. Start the show.
Since 2020, we've done plenty of virtual comedy shows online. And though the virus is slowing, we'll keep going because we've still got lots of hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin.
Hello, and welcome to Virtual Comedy Show. Here are some etiquette guidelines for Virtual Comedy Show. Please arrive 15 minutes early. Please be quiet, except for laughing. We've been a Zoom meeting civilization for 2 dang years. You know the drill. Just be polite. We would like to see your face as part of the audience. Let's be social, not just distant. So get comfortable, plan to laugh, but not heckle, and let's make our semi-quarantined world a bit more normal for a little while. Thanks, and enjoy the Virtual Comedy Show.
It's the Virtual Comedy Show, starring Brad Tassell and Steve Goodie. Woo! Tonight, Brad and Steve welcome comedian Soli Santos, plus funny songs from Shantel Adams, and a Patti melt from Patti Vasquez, and much, much more. Now, please welcome Brad Tassell.
Oh, welcome everybody. Welcome, and we'd like to welcome Soli. When you see her, you'll notice she's been arrested, so it's nice. She's in front of a wall and about to be booked, so that's good. We'll get her before she gets put away for whatever she did. So I'm Brad Tassell. This is the Virtual Comedy Show where we answer the question: is there really stupid enough? You know, have you ever answered that question? I am home, which is nice, and I like being home, and I like seeing everybody. We're on a new section, and we have some great stuff. First of all, did y'all see this? You had to have. Johnny Depp won his defamation trial against Amber Heard. Yep. And both stars took the high road and immediately went right back to defaming each other. So that was great. Just right back in the news. So next fall, be ready for Depp and Heard, the re-defaming. It's going to be fantastic on Prime and YouTube Plus. So share your friends. So, okay, now let's do the jokes that I prepared, especially for you.
Neat.
Yes. And I'm looking at Alice right now. Okay. Oh, I just wrote this one 10 seconds before the show because I just saw it. Alice, I thought of you. A GOP Senate candidate in Missouri, Billy Long, who makes Boss Hogg look like a light eater. Sorry to be body shaming, but that guy's big. In an interview, blamed the school shooting in Texas on women having rights. Did y'all see this? Yep. He blamed all the women who have ever had an abortion on the shooting at a school in Texas. He went on to say a bad guy with a gun can only be stopped by a fetus with a gun. Okay. Well, that's what we get this week. Hey, look, Soli's still here. She hasn't been taken to her cell yet. Queen Elizabeth separated 70 years on the throne. Is that amazing? 70 years. Can you believe it? Her legacy spans 96 years. Did you know there are more than 30 billion pieces of paper currency with her face on it? 30 billion. This is only eclipsed by George Washington for the amount of cocaine that has been snorted across her nose. Which is how I do this show. Hey, the Queen is also the head of 15 countries. Did you know that? Has appeared on stamps in Australia, Belize, and Canada, and was the innovator in creating the really creepy suns. Trump took that on and ran with it. Okay. By the way, COVID will take off this summer as new BA subvariants of Omicron race across the world. The worst variant, by the way, is really scary, as its symptoms include loving lots of gold chains and saying, I pity the fool. It's Omicron BA Baracus.
Wow.
It also hates to fly.
Trees.
Yeah, okay. I love doing things 50 years old at least. Did you know that President Biden is canceling $5.8 billion in student loans from borrowers who received degrees from the scam predatory Corinthian colleges? Have you heard of the scam Corinthian colleges? Now, these schools used loans to lure single mothers who were near the poverty level to borrow large sums for tuition. Then the school used that money to hire Ricardo Montalban to sell and provide fake leather for the Chrysler Cordoba.
Yeah, well, way back there.
That was a 76 joke, Corinthian leather.
I got it.
I was a little slap happy today. They never brought my pizza. I had to go get it. Did you know that thousands of people across Europe have reported being pricked with needles at nightclubs, concerts, parades, and sporting events over the last few months?
Yeah.
Can you believe that? This is scary. This is much scarier than the 10,000 women in bars that were needled by pricks. Those jerks you just walk away from. But no, this is really scary because they usually don't know these people. There's been thousands of people all over Europe that they usually don't know until the next day when they get dizzy and nauseous and they find red marks where the needle went in. And no one knows who's doing this or why or what's even in the needles. Now, always on the ball, GOP lawmakers in America have become interested in this case and offered help. They will exchange the needles for AR-15s.
Yeah.
To help out those needle people to make a bigger impact. Hey, lawyer Michael Avenatti, do you know who that is?
Yep.
He was sentenced to 4 years in prison for stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars in royalties from Stormy Daniels for the sales of her book. Did you know that? Daniels said in an interview, "I learned a great lesson. After now being involved in business, politics, and law, who knew I'd get screwed less in porn?" That's fun. That's good. All right, that's probably the only good one. Here we go. This next one, it's just a good story to know. Ukraine defeated Scotland 3-1 to win the World Cup soccer semifinal in Glasgow. Did you see that? That was cool. It was an emotional day, and it was a great boost for Ukrainian fans. Now, Scotland, on the other hand, said the loss was a hard one, but there was one thing that made the loss harder and would have been worse, and that would have been winning. That would have been even worse, 'cause, you know. Nope, nobody gets the joke? Okay. Well, it's like when you're a 10-year-old boy and you have to wrestle a girl. If you lose, everybody's happy, and if you win, they hate your guts. So one of the Scottish ex-soccer players said, "We didn't know what to do. I mean, we tried to win, but we're almost glad we didn't." You know, it's so. Okay, well,
10-year-old girl in this scenario.
Oh my God, no. Now, hey, did you see this Trump special counsel, John Durham? And special in the way you think. He lost his first of 2 cases to find the deep state conspiracy against defeated Donnie. Neither of the cases found any fraud, but the crime was even worse, and that was not saying what Donnie wanted to hear. Have you all seen this recent? Durham was brought in by the Orange colluder to root out those disloyal to the MAGA culture morons in government. Michael Sussman, do you know that name?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Michael Sussman was accused of lying to the FBI after he shared a tip about possible connections between Trump and Russia. Sussman was actually proved at the time to have done nothing wrong, but Durham charged that he lied, not about Trump and Russia. That part was true, that he said he wasn't working for the Clintons at the time, which he wasn't. The jury took 6 hours to reach a unanimous verdict. That was pretty quick. 15 minutes to write down not guilty, and 5 hours and 45 minutes to delete every trace of themselves on social media because they don't want Trumpers coming after them. That's all there is to it. No joke on that one. Sorry. By the way, the other case that will come to trial in the fall, Durham has a second case. He says it's much stronger and will hinge on how well the jury understands what Bor and Natasha say and they're going to get the moose and squirrel. Okay, next joke. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I gave up on that one a long time ago. I don't even know why I wrote it. Let's get back to the ones I wrote. Hey, did you know that Sierra Capu was knocked out of the National Spelling Bee after misspelling Le Corverin? Do anybody know what that is?
No.
Yeah, but his parents have appealed because they say the judges omitted details when Sura asked questions about the word's roots. Oh my God, is somebody dying? What was that? So I forgot where I was. Oh, so the parents are appealing because the judge omitted details when Sura asked questions about the word's roots, like if the word had different definitions or if he could buy a vowel. Okay. Hey, the country of Turkey has changed its name. Who knew that?
Really?
You guys didn't know? Wow, you guys aren't following anything. So the country of Turkey has changed the name. They will now be known as Turkiya. 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 Did you know that? This is really true. They hope to get away from connotations of a dumb Thanksgiving bird or a turkey being a failure. And by adding the yay, they can hopefully marry a Kardashian.
Oh.
All right. Hey, I've only got like 4 more little ones. A delivery robot in England got lost on its route and was seen wandering trails in the woods of Northampton. Delivery robot. Hikers who were passing by the little Wally look-alike were said to hear, "Must hide Trump votes. Must hide Trump votes." 2 years later, still don't know what to do with those things. LeBron James became the first active NBA player to be worth $1 billion. Wow.
Oh.
Nice.
He will celebrate by blowing up the moon. $1 billion. Big whoop, said the Olsen twins. Okay, 2 more stupid ones. Steve, are you ready for the thing?
I'm ready for stupid ones, all right. You know I am.
We got a new thing this
Hit
week.
me with the stupid.
I know, here we go. A judge on the TV show So You Think You Can Dance. Who's watching that show?
Watch it.
Nobody.
I do.
This week, nobody's done anything I've done. A judge on the TV show So You Think You Can Dance, Matthew Morrison, is tiptoeing in hot water after texting a contestant. He said, "If you don't mind, I would love to get your number and talk you through things." Luckily, the words, some things were auto-corrected from his original typing of "my pants." Morrison said that he had no idea it was inappropriate for a judge to contact one of the hot dancers from the TV competition he was judging. He thought it was fine, and he said that this whole controversy is silly, and could he please get back to providing white van rides to middle schoolers?
Oh, boy.
Okay, next week will be different. Last one. Betty White's home in Brentwood, where she lived from 1968 till her death, was sold to an undisclosed buyer for more than $10 million.
Whoa. Oh.
Yeah. Those close to the deal say the password is musty. All right, folks, I didn't waste anybody's time. Hey, look, it's Alice, Steve. Look what you put up. You put Alice up.
No, I tried to add and it did that, and I don't know what's
You
going
tried
on.
to add and it didn't work. Well, there's
no
Steve.
idea.
Look, now what's going on?
We can't work Zoom.
Well, you're not
Don't know
spotlighting
how. All the rules have changed. Okay,
Let's
now
try.
I'm there.
No,
No,
now
check.
stop playing with it. Stop it.
Here's for Brad Tassell.
I still didn't come up.
Here's there. No, it's not me. This is the part of the show, Soli, where Brad and I argue about how to work Zoom.
Well, because Zoom sucks, and now no one's up.
It's Eric Brown.
It's Eric Brown in his nostrils.
Hey.
Eric in his
Downtown
nose.
Brown. Yeah.
Okay, add yourself, Steve.
I'm
Add
trying.
yourself.
Okay, I'm there for a second, and then I.
Oh my God. Okay,
Add
just
doesn't
you.
work. I'm going to replace. I'm going to spotlight myself. Let's hear it for Brad Tassell.
Oh my God.
Hey.
I got it for that Ariel font he uses on his jokes. I enjoy
I'm
that.
ending the meeting.
Great. You can't end the meeting because we have a new thing. It's
Oh,
pretty
yes.
exciting, and you can win valuable prizes. Here's the opening thing for the new thing.
Steve and Brad are into vocabulary. Too many people use words redundantly, but we'll need some definitions to speak properly. So that's why we're ripping off Balderdash, but we can't call it that for trademark reasons. So get ready, we're going to learn some new words in our glossary of virtual comedy terms.
Wow, it's a glossary of virtual comedy terms brought to you by your friends at the Virtual Comedy Show.
Ha ha ha.
That's right. We're basically ripping off. Who's making noise?
I'm not watching that.
Whoever's talking, stop. I'm going to mute.
And
okay.
stop watching that.
I took a guess. Hey, everybody, it's basically Balderdash. We're going to give you a little known but bona fide word from a bona fide dictionary and 4 definitions for it. 1 of them will be real, 3 of them will be fake. And then at the end of the show, whoever gets it right, and we may have more than 1 winner, everybody who gets it right is going to win a AAA battery that doesn't work. So get excited.
So you decided to go with that instead.
We did, absolutely. And we were thinking we would tell you what the word is now, but then we realized
We can't tell you what the word is this early on, because you'll just look it up and that's no fun. So here's a little hint which will help no one. The word is definitely not pulchritudinous or aromancy or calpus.
So those are 3 words you can eliminate from consideration. Don't worry about those words. They will be none of those words. Everybody good? Okay, it's time for the top 10 list. Let's do the top 10 list. It's June! The month of June has finally arrived. It's a month of summer and fabulous things. If you just ignore the news, everything's fine. And for the poets out there, it's a month of poetry. And, you know, songwriters are kind of like poets. June is, you know, moon, spoon, June, all the rhymes. So tonight's top 10 category, oh, it's so appropriate. Top 10 things that rhyme with June.
Hey.
Go, get ready. This can be slightly political. Number 10. This creepy goon.
Oh.
Or this baboon. Number 8. Or this bat poop loon. 7. I hope they'll all be locked up soon. Number 6. Junior and his silver spoon.
Oh.
Number 5. His brother Eric, who's a cartoon.
Wow.
Number 4.
my God.
And their dad, the orange magaroon. Number 3. Who stares at the sun at high noon.
Yes.
And number 2, these nuts who thinks he hung the moon. And the number 1 thing that rhymes with June, I'm so sick of these buffoons. Hey, musical guest, play us a tune. And there you have it. And that's right, it is time for our musical guest. I'm going to add Shantel.
Let's see if that's even
Shantel
possible.
Adams, everybody! Hooray! Oh, nice hat. There you go. Make friends when you're in America. That's what it's all about. And Brad's here. Oh, we're all here. And nothing
Hey, I
happened.
love that. Hey, Steve, I want to stop for a second and ask you about this word game we're playing.
Okay.
When are you telling us the
We're doing
definition?
it later in the show. Did I not make that clear? It's not happening right now. That was
now.
a little
I wanna
later
win
on. I think
something.
after the Patty melt, we'll start playing our not Balderdash.
Okay. Steve, I think we come up with these things so you can just write new intros to things. Just
Absolutely.
Yes.
What else have I got to do?
nothing else. But you have a great intro for Chantel.
I do. Here it
Because
comes.
she's great.
It's our musical guest, our musical guest. Gonna sing something funny and then Steve will play something in between. Our musical guest, our musical guest. It's time for our musical guest.
Shantel Adams. Yeah. Hi, Shantel.
Hello.
Howdy.
And you know the drill here. You're going to play a song. I have no idea what it is. And then I got to play something that answers it somehow right off the cuff. I got to just jump in
Right.
immediately. So take it away.
It has to be really similar to the song.
Uh-huh.
Same actual tune.
I'm sure you have lots of songs about this subject. It's
I'm sure I do.
It's about going on a bad blind date. So I'm sure we all have to have a song like that, right, in the repertoire. Let's see if I can remember what key it's in.
Key of C for Canada.
Oh yeah, that's right. I thought it was a joke when he pulled up in a long black shiny hearse. My sister set us up, but she never really told me where he worked. He reached into the back and pulled out a bouquet of white lilies. I was kind of flattered until I saw the card that said, with deepest sympathy. And of all my blind dates, this one takes the cake. right away. I've been out with some losers, muscleheads, and stalkers, but this'll be my last day with Eddie the Embalmer. He said he knew a place where the two of us could go to belong. My skin began to crawl when the moon revealed a row of old gravestones. I must have misheard. Thought he was taking me to the museum. And then I saw the candlelight and the table set for two inside the mausoleum. Out of all my blind dates, this one takes the cake. His version of a compliment was "You're too pretty to cremate." I've been out with some weirdos, hotheads, and big talkers, but this'll be my last date with Eddie the Embalmer. He sang "Don't Fear the Reaper" as he poured a glass of blood red wine. I could tell that he was proud as he told me all about this tomb full of his clients. Out of all my blind dates, this one takes the cake. He said the girls I spend my time with usually aren't awake. Been out with some losers, muscleheads, and stalkers, weirdos, queens, skinheads, polygamist wife shoppers. I think there's poison in this drink. Someone give me a dozer. Yeah, this'll be my last day. Yeah, this may really be.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God. Eddie the Embalmer.
Charles Queen.
Shantel Adams, and now it all goes crazy again.
And you didn't. Oh
I
God.
didn't- well,
Well,
I'm
I'll
going
try
back
to
to me.
add her while you start.
Try to
All
add
right,
her. That was
more.
great.
Play your
Shantel.
funeral song.
That was
There you
really
go.
fantastic and only mildly problematic at the end. That was really, really good. I enjoyed that
That's
very
more.
much. Well, I think I have what is a very appropriate answer to that. And it just so happens that this is a brand new song written last week with my friends Bethany Hill and Bill Warrington and inspired by an idea from our friend Sammy Cannon, one of the waitresses at the Bluebird. This was her idea.
Yay.
Wow. Your song was about dating somebody maybe not as desirable as you might have thought at first. This is kind of the other way, sort of. We'll see if this even connects at all. Here we go. Her apartment is pristine. Every room is clean, clean, clean. Everything in its place. Perfect use of perfect space. She's organized and functional, fastidious and punctual. So it's incredible. Though she's obsessed with tidiness, what a nightmare of discarded crap her purple Prius is. It's her mobile trash unit. It's a dump on wheels. It's an oil spill in a landfill. It's roadkill on a Foreman grill. It's her mobile trash unit. Coffee cups, Slurpee cups, Dr. Pepper 7-Up, mascara, lipstick, eyeshadow cover-up, glitter, 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 umbrella, tennis shoes, yoga pants, perfume, phone charger, ice scraper, community college, psych paper, hairbrush, sunscreen, 17 magazine, candy wrappers, gum wrappers, wheat thins, and Ritz crackers, a gallon of hand sanitizer, her favorite coconut, avocado, watermelon, tangerine moisturizer, bubble gum lip gloss, wild cherry lip gloss, strawberry lip gloss, mocha almond fudge, high octane, decaf, non-dairy, non-fat, extra ready whip, double shot of espresso lip gloss with glitter. Unsold receipts, several hundred samples from Clinique, grocery from last week, and produce that's begun to reek. A bunch of stinky luncheon meat. I mean, I've heard of olive loaf, but this is ridiculous. Crumbs and nuts and cigarette butts, curly fries and some pizza crust, icky, sticky, moldy jelly, donuts under the seat. Under the seat. She's a slob when she eats, so there's all kinds of treats under the seat. This is the part about tampons. Let's skip the part about tampons. Because there's no need to pad this song. Smelly car, smelly car. What has she been eating in you? It's her mobile trash unit. It's a dump on wheels. It's an oil spill in a landfill. It's a porta pot on an anthill. A bunch of hazmat and some oatmeal with guacamole and banana peels. It's a Bonnaroo of roadkill. It's her mobile trash unit. And her boyfriend's apartment is much, much worse.
It's a puppy.
That's great.
It's a puppy. He's fat as hell.
He's a puppy, fat as hell.
Fat as hell. Killer Bees references.
Killer Bees reference right there.
Yeah, exactly. All
Living
right.
on ketchup packets.
Nobody knows what we're talking about, Brad. Take it away with another song, Shantel.
It was almost exactly like my song.
Yeah, almost. Almost.
It's about your car.
Sarcasm noted.
Yes.
So before I play my final song, I'm gonna play a little sneak peek of I got a call from Lin-Manuel Miranda, and he said I was gonna write a sequel to Hamilton, and I thought the perfect thing would be to ask a Canadian living in Nashville to help me write the songs. So I've been working on a few things. I'll just play a few snippets of what I've been working on here. This is the theme song. Joseph R. Biden. My name is Joseph R. Biden. My middle name is kinda girly, so I won't tell you that it's Robinette. Oops, I just did. And I was trying to get my rap on. I got together with Obama to bring healthcare to the sick. And who does this old man think he is? Insurance companies gonna have to cover pre-existing. Gonna see a lot of the profits go missing. I'm sure there'll be more eventually. Hunter, what is going on with your laptop? Hunter, did you leave it at a random shop? Maybe that was not the best idea. Anyway, just some things I'm working on.
Nice sneak preview.
All right, good start.
Yeah. So you know when that masterpiece is done and the orchestra going. Anyway, yeah, for now I'll play a finished song. Yeah. This is Mike Vance and Jim Steele.
Uh-oh, can you hear?
Your
Chantel?
audio's kind of slipping there, Chantel. Yell at us.
Yeah, kind of quiet.
You're gone for some reason.
Now I can't hear you at all.
No. Man,
Like
see,
the
I
work
knew.
she did.
Steve, you
with
sing and
Hamilton.
she'll lip sync.
Now.
Okay. I knew if you wore that hat and made fun of Biden, we'd have trouble.
Yeah.
How about now?
No, it's
Nope.
not very good.
It really sucks.
Man, darn it. I think we might have to call that your second song. But if you're
Yay, Shantel, everybody.
Yay!
That was beautiful.
Bring yourself in here, Brad.
Deaf people clap.
Okay, I will.
Because I'm now got to rearrange things.
You got to rearrange. Chantel, everybody. Hey, Chantel, answer a long, rambling question that we can't hear, could you? Okay, so, hey, are you, tell us yes or no with your head. You live in Nashville, though, now, right?
Yes,
I mean,
she
are you
does.
in Nashville this moment?
She totally is. I'll answer the questions for her because
Okay.
you can't hear her.
Yes. So she's in Nashville. Well, everybody. So, Steve, how do they get a hold of Shantel to buy all her stuff?
I believe you go to ShantelAdamsMusic.com. Is that correct, Shantel? Not if that's correct.
All right.
Okay, or give me the thumbs
All right.
up. That's fine.
That's right. Give her the heads up. Well,
That's always
I'll
good.
get rid of her since she's become useless to us. That's how we play it here,
Around
buddy.
here. That's right. Here's someone who can be some use to us. It's Soli Santos.
Yay!
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, thanks. It's great to be here. And contrary to what Brad's mentioned earlier, no, this is not a wall. At a police station,
Oh.
I have not been arrested, and they are not putting me up on the wall for a lineup.
Oh, okay.
Good.
So-
but hang on, before you get
Wait
going,
a minute before you start.
we got a whole
Okay.
intro for you.
Yeah, we got a big
Oh, okay.
intro. Then
Yeah,
start.
get ready. It's pretty exciting.
It's time for our big headliner. Got some funny jokes to say. Oh, do a 10-minute set headliner. Man, I'm so glad that it's Thursday.
Thank you. That was even a better intro. That's fantastic. Yeah, like I was saying, I'm not. I have not been incarcerated or arrested. I'm not standing in front. Nobody needs to pull me into pick me out of a lineup. If anything has been burglarized in your home, I did not participate in those activities. You'll have to go somewhere else and check somewhere else. This is basically, but this is basically what my entire apartment looks like. It's completely furnished in tan and brown. And the only thing I've got in here right now is the table that's holding up this laptop. So I'm living large as a comedian.
Yeah.
You know, the life of a comedian in a big city. I'm a native Chicagoan. Any natives? Anybody been to Chicago or from Chicago?
I've been there.
Okay, great. You survived, so you didn't get shot, just like the rest of us didn't. I like to say that it's not as bad as it seems, contrary to what the news likes to mention. I've only had to duck one time this year for a drive-by, just one time. So it's not as bad as everybody's talking about up in this place. But I am a native Chicagoan, like I said. I'm also Latina. I'm Puerto Rican. Don't be fooled by my paleness from the lights reflecting off of my skin right now. I am considered a brown person. So people do remind me of that, though, in person, though. I will say, as a Latina, it is very tough to be Latina nowadays. There's a lot of expectation with being Latina. Like, for example, I don't have any kids. Okay. I am really behind schedule, guys. Okay. By now, I should probably have 6 kids, 3 grandchildren. My oldest daughter and I should be pregnant right now at the exact same time. So my parents, needless to say, are really disappointed in me. 2 college degrees, they don't care about that. It's the grandbabies that they keep giving me a tough time about. Okay, so it's like, you know, all those years in college and all those thousands of dollars, and all I had to do was just get knocked up. And I know, you know, But I feel like I also grew up. I grew up Catholic in a Catholic household, so you're always told to wait until you get married. So I feel like I got mixed signals, mixed messages, you know. But at this point, my parents just don't even care anymore. They're just hoping, just like maybe somebody will get me drunk and knock me up. Like they just don't care anymore. Like they're like basically in so many indirect words, they're just like, go get drunk, get knocked up, and then go pray for your forgiveness later. Okay. Go to confession after you have the baby. Go to confession. We'll watch the baby while you go to confession. We'll watch our grandbaby. That's all they get. It's like, where's the baby? They have 3 other children that they have also given up on in this endeavor. Okay. I'm the only girl, though. I'm the only girl. And I'm going to be honest with you. Growing up in a house with just boys and in a Latino culture, which is very, very machismo, I grew up as a tomboy. And for those of you who don't know what machismo means in Spanish, that is Spanish for toxic masculinity. Oh, okay. It was like so much testosterone in the house that at the age of 6, my mom had to take me to go get my mustache waxed. You know, so it was interesting growing up in a house full of guys. You know, growing up in a big city, you know, a lot of kids sometimes they worry about walking home from school that somebody might jump them just walking home from school, some other kids or whatnot, I didn't have to worry about that walking home from school. My concern was just walking through from the living room to the kitchen without getting jumped. Okay. It was, just minding my own business. And then I just hear, get the girl. And I'd be like, oh no, that's me. I'm the girl. I'm the other house. It's gotta be me. It was me, So that really affected how my relationships are with men today that I date, because growing up in a house where there's the only affection is through physical aggression. Now, for me, foreplay is putting any man in a headlock that I'm dating and just be like, just don't fight it. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Sometimes I go a little overboard. They pass out for a little bit, but they're so peaceful when they're unconscious, It's so quiet and peaceful. It's so nice. But there's pluses to dating a tomboy. There's so many pluses. Like for example, if we go out and you happen to get a flat tire, I'll help you change the flat tire. Or if it's late at night and we're coming home from a late night date, or something, and a group of guys try to mug us, I'm not gonna be like, oh no, save me. I'm gonna be like, you take that guy, I'm gonna take these 6. We got this. If you fall asleep on the couch, I'll carry you to the room. Especially if I caused you to be unconscious. I feel like obligated. And like I said, it's like definitely affected the way I date, because I don't even know how to flirt with guys that well, because for me, my flirting is the same. I just revert to I get weird and awkward, and I revert to a 12-year-old, and just start acting like a 12-year-old, except more like a 12-year-old boy, because I'll just punch the guy in the shoulder and take off running. Might hide behind something, ask my friends, hey, do you think he got the hint? Do you think he likes me? And they'd be like, and then they tell me what he thinks, and I'll be like, what? He's thinking about pressing charges. Not another one. Why does that keep happening to me? It is true. It is true. My last boyfriend was 12 years younger than me.
Wow.
Ooh. No.
How old was that?
I'm a sucia. Okay. And for those of you that don't know what sucia means, that's Spanish for lucky bitch. Okay. I have no idea what my time is like, guys. I don't know where I'm at with the time, but you'll keep me posted.
Just do whatever you like. When you feel like being done, be done. Keep going if you want.
Okay.
And if you want to do one of Shantel's songs, you go right ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If I would have kept up with if I would have said I was arrested, I would have been like, I keep up with the jokes until they book me, until the cops come in and book me.
That's right.
So, but that's no longer valid. That wouldn't be consistent with the story I had said early in the beginning of this whole set, But, like I was saying earlier, I don't have any kids. There is a name for Latinas with no kids. We're called happy, okay? Oh, and like I was saying earlier, there are some expectations with being Latina. There are some stereotypes that I feel like I'm constantly having to fight against, like, for example, everybody automatically assumes that all Latinas that we have big butts, right? Got some junk in the trunk, Well, someone went in my trunk and stole my junk, okay? Because I got nothing.
Oh no.
I was robbed, okay? You can't tell right now, but I had one in my 20s. I lost it in my 30s. I don't know where it went, but I'm convinced a white chick took it, okay? Because whenever I see a white chick with a really big ass, I'm like, that's not natural. Unless she's from Wisconsin. There's a lot of cheese up there. People.
Brats, beer.
Curds.
Yeah, see, but there's nothing wrong with having curves. It's, there's nothing wrong with, being a lady with curves, I feel like J-Lo, she puts a lot of pressure on the rest of us Latinas, because of her badunkadunk, and her ass is like the floating mountains in the 3D version of Avatar, the movie Avatar, where you look at them and you're like, wow, is that real? My ass is more like the hill at a kiddie park. There's usually a homeless guy passed out on it. But this is how I'm living my life, guys. This is what I'm doing. Thank you so much. This was great. Thank you so much. My name is Soli Santos.
Yes. Wow, I have so many questions.
I do too. My first question is this. Wait a minute. So you told us in the beginning you are in no way in police custody and you are at home, and then you spent the next 10 minutes making us believe you should be arrested. So that's you got boyfriends beaten up in the thing. You got
yeah. Both you and Shantel had alluded to roofies without actually saying the word.
That's right. Yes.
That was weird. Here's my question. You said at the age of 6, your mom had to take you to get your mustache waxed. My question, was your mom 6 or were you 6?
No, of course
And was she pregnant at the time?
Yeah, that would have been really weird at 6 if my mother had a child already. That would have been.
Well, my other question is, wait a minute. You said you had a boyfriend 12 years younger. You look about 28. So that's really,
I'd say 22.
Were you dropping it to high school to pick that kid up? What was going on?
I'm gonna take that as a compliment. Thank you very much.
Considering I turned 28 this year.
Tina, you turned 28?
Yep. In
How old's your
August,
boyfriend?
Yep. Repeat.
How old is your boyfriend?
21.
Ooh. All right.
Man.
You and Soli could go around the high schools and pick up boys. That'd be great.
No. I'll stick to college where I grabbed him from.
Oh, college. I'm sorry. College, guys.
Comedy that's not about getting us all arrested for this. Soli, where can we find you online to find your comedy and your gigs and such?
So everybody can find me on all the social medias with the same @swirl Soli SOLI comedy, Soli comedy.
At Soli Comedy.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Let's hear it for Soli, everybody.
Yeah. Way to go. Lady. Good job.
Patti, is it required that to be your friend you have to have amazing teeth like Patti?
Yeah, I was going to say I think is that a Latino? Everybody I know who's Latino has beautiful teeth. So
amazing.
Oh wow. I don't know. I guess you could thank my dentist.
And just beautiful smiles.
You're doing the flossing and the brushing. Yeah.
Eric Estrada.
That's fantastic.
Rican? I don't know.
Speaking of Patti, let's get Patti in here.
Yeah, where is Patti? Hold on.
I got her.
I'll find her.
I got her.
Hello.
Hi, Patti.
Oh, you found her. It's Patti.
You ready for an intro?
I'm ready for an intro. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah. It's time for a Patti Melt with Patti Vasquez, Patti Vasquez. From global conflicts to greenhouse gases, the folks refusing to wear masks says, and politicians getting caught grabbing asses. She's melting down. It's a Patti Vasquez, Patti Melt. Whatever will she think of to talk about now?
I don't know.
All right, so I'm hoping it doesn't get too loud. I'm on Broadway near Belmont in Chicago because I'm performing at the Laugh Factory in a little bit. And the reason I'm not in my car is we've talked about this before as far as how people park on the street. And I think I've mentioned you've got to close up those gaps, right? Because otherwise you make someone like me park in challenging spots. Can you see? There's my Prius right there, right?
Holy cow.
And that car right there, I parked in between them. I just need, yes, I'll take the applause on that.
Yeah.
But look at how much room was in front of that SUV. Someone screwed up on this block. And all right, I'm gonna get in my car so it doesn't get too loud.
You didn't hit the scooter.
I'm saying, look at that. I was much closer to it before, but it's a lot of pressure. There's an outdoor restaurant right across the street. And everyone can just, like, there would have been so many witnesses. And I can see them, like, everybody there. But it's the second time I've done this. I did it on Wells one time. There was a motorcycle and a dumpster. I had to park between a dumpster and a motorcycle. A motorcycle taking up way too much space on valuable property on Wells. But it was an outdoor restaurant. And I nailed that parallel parking. And the whole outdoor restaurant, the cafe, applauded for me. I mean, everyone deserves applause for parallel parking. Because I just did a TikTok reel, and I love, it's a challenge for me. When I saw this spot, I'm like, oh, I'm going for it. It took me 2 tries, but only because there's so much pressure on Broadway. There's so many cars that we'll get into that some other time. As Brad mentioned, I was out today picking up garbage in my neighborhood. I do something called pliking, where I go hiking and I pick up garbage because, whatever. I put on so much weight during the pandemic. I'm just trying to find every chance I can to do lunges and squats and, clean up the neighborhood a little bit. So here's the thing, though. I was out planking and I made a Facebook Live video, and the alderman sent out someone to cut the grass because we have this really nasty grass. And I was like, oh, my God, I think he has an alert when I go live. And I went to go text that to my husband, only the alderman had texted me saying, thank you for picking up the garbage. And I texted, I think Gardner has an alert when I go live. He's spying on me. And I sent it to him. Oh my God. Oh no. I was gossiping about him. Yeah. I mean, it reminds me, I used to work in an office, and I remember there was a coworker who was mad at another coworker. She's like, Sally's being such a bitch today. And then she hit send all. So everybody in the office got.
Oh my God.
I know. I'm like, it's the kind of stuff you don't want people to see. I mean, believe me, I'm all about putting stuff out there, and I will take the passive aggressive stuff that comes with it. I remember in college, I had a roommate that would not fill the ice tray. For all the things that I lose my mind at on this thing on Patty Melts, not filling the ice tray is one of my biggest pet peeves. I will cut a person. I will. And so all I did in college, I put a Post-it note on the ice tray on the bucket that said, if you use all the ice, please refill it. And then in the morning I had a Post-it on my door that said, if you're going to be a bitch, stay in your room. So that happened. And here's the thing. So I messaged the alderman back, and I was like, hey, so do you have an alert? Oops. Laugh emoji. No response. I'm never getting my streets snowplowed again. I'm in trouble, everybody. Just be careful when you hit send all. The whole point of this entire melt is that I parallel parked this car like a beast today, and I'm super proud of that, and I needed witnesses. And by the way, Brad, I invite one of my friends, a Latina friend of mine, and I'm very proud to have her on the show, a Latina, and you're like, are you supposed to be in prison? You couldn't go with, is it a hostage situation? You couldn't go with something? It's like, there's a warrant for her arrest. You couldn't have gone in a different direction. No, it's got to be all that she's in trouble with the law. Okay, duly noted, Brad. Thank you for refraining from making those jokes about me. I'm just saying.
Okay, wait a minute.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
Now Brad will double down.
The fact that I don't think that way, that I think that I don't. So you should be honored that I'm not like thinking, oh, I got to because somebody's Latino, I've got to be sensitive. I'm not sensitive.
Yeah, we're very honored.
No, I'm just teasing you, Brad.
Oh, okay.
I'm teasing you back. You did it very well.
One of the things I love is when we find an advantage to doing comedy on Zoom. There are so many disadvantages, but one of the advantages is you can park your car amazingly and then show it. You can give us proof. I've done that many times and taken a picture, but that can't prove that it's my car. You showed us the car, then you got in the damn car.
That's right.
Car.
She proved it.
It's my car.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a scooter right behind me.
I hate to tell you, but with that alderman, you're going to get home and no longer have a handicap spot in front of your house either.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's going to be an airport sparking spot for the airport. It's going to be
so worth it.
So worth it. So, yep. All right. Well, what else?
Oh, by the way, from that garbage, apparently a lot of White Claw drinkers feeling tough throwing their cans out their windows. Ooh, what is happening in my neighborhood?
God.
Yeah.
And the jerks are the people in your neighborhood. Well, Mr. Rogers for everybody.
So much trash. So much trash. I can't believe
All
it.
right.
Have
Thank
a
you,
great
Patti.
night, Patti. Enjoy your show.
Hey, Patty.
Hey, look,
All
we're
right.
both here for you to do the thing.
It's so exciting, guys. It's time for Glossary of Comedy Terms. Here comes the next thing.
It's time for the mystery word for tonight. And 3 definitions, only one of which is right. So here comes the mystery word for tonight. And that mystery word is Punga.
That's right. Our mystery word
Okay.
tonight in the Glossary of Comedy Terms is Punga. So without looking it up, here are your 4 choices. Brad gave us one, I gave us one, Patti gave us one, and then there's the real one. See if you can figure out which is the real one. A, is it white sticky substance discharged by mealybugs? Is it B, oil from an Indian beech tree? Is it C, self-flagellation practiced in 7th century Persia? Or is it D, residue that builds up under a pontoon boat? I'm going to give you 5 seconds to think about it. Type in your answer in the chat if you would, or just prepare to yell it out. That's fine. We're not taking this terribly seriously.
Other answers that didn't appear could be the first porn of a video game from 1978.
Get it, Pong? Get it?
Punga.
That seems
say
too
D.
unbelievable to include. All right,
that one's
it's time
just-
for the
that one's-
answer. You guys ready? It's time to find out who won a battery that doesn't work. Here it is. Oh my God. The correct answer is
D.
B, oil from an
it's
Indian
B.
beech tree.
Who thought it was? Hey, for all that thought it was D.
And we got a lot of B's in here. Let's see. Alice and
How many
Frank got it
B's
wrong,
and how
but
many-
Zoomers got it right. Tina got it right. Chantel got it right. I'm sorry, Soli, you got it wrong, but I like how you're thinking with D.
That was mine. Woo.
It was. Well done with
That's
the
a D.
All right. I don't think anybody picked
You want to know
mine.
the
Okay,
definition?
I want to
no,
do the
no.
really bad one that I wrote.
Okay, go ahead. And then we'll do the
There
next
Want to know
thing.
the definition for
It's
flagellation?
it's what Lady Gaga calls her lady parts. Punga.
All right. Well, you think about
Okay.
that. It's time for the next thing.
We had a lot of fun with vocabulary, but we're all sick of this song.
That's true. So let's move on to this.
How about another dumb song from Steve for no reason?
Wow. I think that's a really good idea.
It's your Punga.
Yeah. Weird Al was in town over the weekend. I didn't get to see him. He performed 3 times in the Nashville area, and I didn't get to see him. And probably neither did you. So to make it up to you and to me, I'm going to do a medley of 12 Weird Al songs in less than 3 minutes. If anyone wants to time me, my record for doing this is 2 minutes and 21 seconds. I don't know if I can beat
Wait
it.
a minute. No,
If
wait.
you want to time it, you can.
Wait,
There's no
wait,
points for
I have
this.
that
Wait.
song in my collection.
There's
Wait,
no points for
okay,
this.
tell me when you're going to start.
Go. How come you're always such a fussy young man? Don't want no Captain Crunch, don't want no Raisin Bran. Well, don't you know that other kids are starving in Japan? So eat it. Don't you tell me you're full, just eat it. Eat it, eat it, eat it. Get yourself an egg and beat it. Have a banana, have a whole bunch. It doesn't matter what you had for lunch, just eat it. Well, I'm yelling and I'm playing, but I don't know what I'm saying. What's the message I'm conveying? Can you tell me what I'm saying? No! I'm going to the hardware store. People say I'm a geek, a moronic little freak, an annoying pipsqueak with an unfortunate physique. But the Frenchies think that my poop don't stink. I'm a genius in France. Talk with your mouth full. Bite the hand that feeds you. Bite off more than you can chew. Dare to be stupid. Dare to be stupid. And another comes on, another one rides the bus. Hey, gonna sit by you, another one rides the bus. I just can't understand it. Why won't you return my phone calls? Are you still mad I gave a mohawk to your cat? Oh, Melanie, what can the problem be? Sweet Melanie, why won't you go out with me? I'm driving a truck, driving a big old truck. Pedal to the metal, hope I don't run out of luck. Wearing feather boas with sequins and chiffon. Driving a truck with my high heels on. Hey! Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to educate you. Gonna familiarize you with the nomenclature. You'll learn the definitions of nouns and prepositions. Literacy is your mission, and that's why I think it's a good time. And he smiled as he said, with a twinkle in his eye, Merry Christmas, y'all. Now you're all gonna die. The night Santa went crazy. The night Saint Nick went insane. Realized he'd been getting the raw deal. Something finally must have snapped in his brain. I know Darth Vader's really got you annoyed, but remember, if you kill him, then you'll be unemployed. Oh, my Yoda. Yo, Yoda. Yo, Yoda. Me mowing my front lawn. I know that they're thinking I'm too wide and nerdy. Think I'm too wide and nerdy. Think I'm too wide and nerdy. Look at me, I'm wide and nerdy. I'm too wide and nerdy.
I'm sorry, 6 minutes and 12 seconds.
That can't be right. That's Celsius. What is it in America?
Now, it was only 228.
Dang. That's not a record, but it's not
How'd
bad.
you get 247 out of it? It was 228.
I said 227.
Oh, 227. Okay.
Oh,
That's
okay.
fine. Close
It's
enough.
not record setting, but I like to point out I didn't rehearse at all. I just pulled that right out.
Nice.
All right.
That's what he said at the police station.
TMI, baby. TMI. Okay.
Okay, and now it's time for Brad to beg for money. Where are you, Brad?
I don't know. You find me.
If you don't know where you are, how am I supposed to find you?
I don't know where I am.
You're nowhere.
Okay, wait a minute.
I'd like to take this moment to
Here
ask
I
you to give
am.
us some money so we can find
Hi,
Brad.
everybody. I'm Brad Tassell. This is the Virtual Comedy Show. This is a great week to give us money because Soli needs bail, obviously. And as Patti would say, I need sensitivity training. So,
and Shantel looked up flagellation, and now she's into that, so that's going to cost money.
That's right. And she also needs to have sound for the entire show. So we need money so she can maybe get away from her her Google $50 laptop that she's on there. So maybe we get something she can actually do a show on. So please go to virtualcomedyshow.com and click donate to the comedians, and we end up giving that money to comics. And Steve and I take some, and then 1 week we're just going to send it to Alice. I don't know when, but we're going to.
Yeah, and I'm afraid there was a misunderstanding. Chantel thought it said donate to the Canadians. You're not getting all of it.
No,
Chantel. Okay,
no.
you're gonna get
But you are. But we do send hers in Canadian. So
That's true.
So, now, what happened? You just
And
took
mail the
over.
Canadian dollars.
I tried to put me in, and it didn't work, and I give
Yeah,
up.
it never works. Somebody else has to be in before we can be in.
I don't
So,
understand.
okay. So lots of reasons to give money. And you should, because it really helps us out and everybody is happy. And I don't think my hair's too bad this week. You think my
No,
hair's
it's pretty good.
not too bad? So, great. So, Steve, that's it. Play the worst joke. Let's do it.
It's time to do the worst joke of the week.
Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke.
Boo! That was the worst joke ever!
By the way, before the worst joke, Janice, thanks. Okay, so here we go. The worst joke of the week. A man, now, did everybody see this? You had to have seen this. A man dressed as an old woman in a wheelchair threw a piece of cake at the Mona Lisa.
Yeah,
I heard about that.
yeah, I saw that.
Then he screamed, "Think of the earth. Artists will tell you, think of the earth. That's why I did this." Now, this was very esoteric and wild and would have been much different had this happened in the United States, where he would have screamed, "Happy birthday, bitch."
Have a very merry Thursday. It's a special time of week when Thursday bells are pealing and life no longer seems so bleak. Let's open up our presents and carve our Thursday goose and wait for Father Thursday to arrive upon his moose.
You know, we tried to incorporate all the wonderful family traditions that people associate with Thursday.
Thursday comes but once a week, but do not shed a tear, 'cause there are more than 50 Thursdays packed in every year, and every single one of them is full of mirth and glee. So stuff your face and break some wind and join the revelry. Have a very merry Thursday. Put on your orange fez and decorate the Thursday tree with milk, bone, spam, and pez. Once you've curled your mustache and donned your Thursday clothes, I'll catch you 'neath the mistletoe and punch you in the nose. Merry Thursday, Merry Thursday.
The live stream has ended.
I can't believe we made it through that. Awesome.